everyone, this is Elena Wiss, a voice actor of Violet Sinclair, the protagonist of Code Violet. I am so excited today for everyone to get a sneak peek at some of the game mechanics in Code Violet and talk a little bit about how they work. And I'm also going to sprinkle in some exclusive behind-the-scenes tidbits on the creation of this iconic character. So let's dive in. In Code Violet, manage an upgradable grid-based inventory. Place items manually or use autosort for instant organization. I know I love that as somebody who loves to organize things. Craft essentials like health kits, ammunition, and explosives, balancing scarce resources with an integrated recipe guide.
Most important. Containment measures failed.
Master stealth using Violet's smart suit and glass veil camouflage, blending seamlessly into surroundings. Manage the cooldown carefully. Stick to shadows. Light exposes you. Attach suppressors to silently destroy lights and evade dinosaurs. Solve narrative-driven or exploratory puzzles. Memorize Simon Says sequences, locate nearby keys for locked containers, decipher 4-letter codes from environmental clues, and use the backlight to reveal hidden messages and lethal laser grids. Combat punishing status effects. Dilophosaurus venom requires an antidote within 10 minutes. Accumulate wounds to trigger bleeding, which permanently reduces maximum health. Apply a tourniquet for temporary relief, a med kit for full restoration, and a blood bag to recover the lost maximum health limit. Monitor health closely. Drop too low and a raptor can knock you down, disarming your weapon, leaving you defenseless against the horde. Well, there we have it. I hope you all have enjoyed this sneak peek at Code Violet. Stay tuned to learn more about our protagonist, Violet Sinclair, and her journey in the upcoming story trailer. So my inspiration for the character, I would say I was really inspired by Abby in The Last of Us Part 2, but before she's like a trained military expert, like a super strong badass character. So she's kind of more like Lara Croft at the beginning of the Tomb Raider remake. Somewhere in between those two characters, I was definitely inspired by Laura Bailey's performance. And then the story arc of Lara as she's like finding her strength, I think really applies to Violet as she's figuring out and unraveling this mystery. So Violet gets into a lot of scrapes in this game, and for that we had to create a library of effort sounds, which in the video gaming world is any sound that we are making with our voices to convey information to the player about what's happening, whether that's we're getting attacked, we're attacking, we're jumping, we're pushing something. It's a piece of information that we use our voices to create information about how we're interacting with the environment. And that's going to inform the player on kind of what's going on. How severe is this wound? Is the enemy dead or are they just hurt? Is our protagonist dead or is she just hurt? What's going on? You know, how tired is she from running? Is she like out of breath or is it just kind of a light jog? So I did a lot of vocal combat for this game, and that was definitely one of the bigger challenges here, especially, no spoilers, but as the story progresses, there are some really intense scenes, and we really had to dive in. So that was a really great challenge. So this project was completely self-directed, and the awesome creators over at TeamKill gave me absolute control over the narrative here and over Violet's journey. And so I really got to just kind of self-direct and walk myself through this journey. And whenever I have the chance to do that, I actually prefer to go through the journey with the character without knowing how it's going to end up. So this is somewhat of a mystery, and it really was a mystery to me as Violet, going through this script in real time and not knowing kind of what's going on until it's revealed to the audience. And that's how I prefer to work when I'm self-directing. And I think it really brings an element of realism to the work because it's genuine. She doesn't know, just like the audience doesn't know kind of what's going on. When I read the script for the first time, I was blown away. I thought the narrative, cinematic nature of the story was really impressive. And there's just some really cool storytelling devices that, without giving anything away, I think players are really going to enjoy. And finally, just to give people a little bit of a taste of what this game is, I think if you like the game Alien Isolation, or if you liked the TV series Succession, there's something in there for you. And then, of course, the inspiration, Dino Crisis, you are definitely going to love Code Violet.